This is Maddie Craig, participant number 1. Say hi.
Hi guys.
Alright, so for our activity and project today, we're going to do box squats. I added this because many wrestlers have knee problems, and as you still want to do leg workouts, it takes pressure off the knees. So we're going to do box squats, and then we're going to move on to standing lunges for a timed amount. And I'm going to and then I'm just going to instruct Maddie how to do this properly. So we have a Smith machine here and a regular bench. Alright, so then Maddie, get in position. So Maddie's going to be in normal standard position. Alright, separate your legs a little bit. Yep, a little more. Add a little more leg. Mirror me a bit. Alright, that's good. Alright, and then she's going to squat all the way down to the bench and back up. So it's supposed to have an explosive kind of feel ready to the bottom, all the way up. And you can do this, you can add actually a lot of weight to this as it takes a lot of pressure off your knees. And yeah, she does a really good job.
It doesn't feel bad.
Does it feel bad? How do you feel?
No, I feel good. It doesn't feel like it's a lot of weight on my shoulders that much either.
That's good. Alright. So this is activity number 2 with participant 1, Maddie Craig.
Hi guys.
And then she's just going to be doing a standing leg lunge. So get in position. So she's going to have a 90-degree leg on her upper leg, 90 degrees on her upper leg, and then she's going to hold her leg about 90 degrees and hold this. All right, you want to wear your back straight a little bit, and you can either, you can have your hands up or down or whatever you're more comfortable. That works too, jazz hands, whatever. And she'll do that for about 15 to 20 seconds and switch legs. And it looks pretty good. How do you feel?
That's just hard.
Alright, this is me and my friend Andrew here, my participant number 2, and we're just also going to be doing calf raises, simple isolated exercise, calf muscles right here. Basically, hold feet down and here, and you just basically point your toes that way. Got it, Andrew? Alright, this is Andrew, participant number 2. He's doing calf raises, simple isolated exercise, pretty easy, pretty very low harm, can't really strain yourself. How do you feel about it?
Very good stretch in the calves. It's an extremely low contraction, especially with a good mind and muscle connection. Mm-hmm. That'll really help you the whole way.
No, it's pretty safe one. You can always do this. Calf muscles are one of the hardest to grow and really stay in shape. The only way they really do this is do these almost every leg workout. I recommend them, 3 times a week, 3 to 5 sets, and then a lot of jogging to really get them growing stronger. Again, we have participant number 1, Maddie Craig, and she's going to do calf extensions. So with this is basically an isolated exercise with her calves, and she's basically going to keep her thighs straight, legs down. Be careful with your knees. You don't want to put too much pressure on your knees. All right, and then you're just going to raise your calves like that. Pretty simple exercise. Maddie, how do you feel about it?
At first I was confused, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of machines, you don't really want to look like you're looking at the directions, because then you look like you've never been here before.
Well, you haven't actually.
I have not been here before, so I was looking at the pictures, but I really like this machine because it locates just one muscle and you know exactly what you're working out. So each machine has a picture of I'm doing this, I'm working on this. So for people that have never been to a gym like this or are just starting out, it makes it easier on them too, because they have the directions and stuff up here for us.
All right, awesome. All right, we're gonna move on to the next workout. Thank you, participant number 1.
No.
All right, this is again participant number 2, Andrew. Also, what Maddie did, leg extensions. Basically, these work out your quads. Pretty isolated exercises, just like the calf raises. Good thing about these is you can basically set to any type of body form you want. Pretty safe. It can have some knee stresses, so if you have any MCL, ACL problems, it can have a problem, but I believe Andrew's all good in that set. So how do you feel about these?
I feel a very, very nice pump into the quads. We're working all heads in the quads. Teardrop, outer quad. Nice isolation.
Nice isolated. So yeah, it's the same story with machines. Basically isolate. Machines are really good. They just get a certain body part you want to get. Though you do want to switch off to regular freeform squats or like regular barbell squats just to get a full body experience. But for machines, it's really good to just get one muscle group. Hi guys, participant number 1, Maddie Craig. Maddie's on the hamstring curl machine. So this is going to isolate her hamstrings right here, and she's basically curling this bar over to her glutes. And it's basically going to isolate the hamstrings. Usually pretty good. It's one of the harder exercises you'll see. A lot of people don't like that, including myself. Maddie, how do you feel?
My knees kind of hurt. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on like the back side. Like I feel like they're like bending the wrong way.
Would you do this exercise again?
Probably because this is the second machine I've learned how to use in the gym. So until I learn how to do more, I guess.
That's a fair answer. What do you not like about it?
I think we should lessen the weight.
Lessen the weight? Alright, we'll do that next.
Maybe I should do small reps.
Small reps? Okay.
Small reps, lots of small reps. How do you feel about that?
I'm okay with that. We could do small reps, multiple sets, and like add on other exercises in between this one, so you're not too tired from this one machine.
What's the difference though if I wanted to do like small amounts of big reps or a lot amount of like not a lot of weight?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Like if I had like, what's like the difference? Is one like building muscle and one's like toning muscle?
So that's a slight misconception. A problem with a lot of people think is like if you do a high amount of reps, you'll get a lot of tone. That has some scientific evidence, but usually if you just do the same amount of like, let's say you do 10 reps for 3 sets, and you do that over and over again for like multiple weeks, it's usually the same results because you do need to break down muscle to. So you use heavier weight to break down muscle, and then once you drink protein, have the right nutrition, and you as well as carbs, keeping your sugar storage up, so your protein doesn't break down, you will gain muscle and tone. Muscle tone is really just healthy muscle over time, as well as low body fat usually.
So it doesn't really matter, because I know I was always told like guys that want to like lift like and get like a lot of muscle, they always do like big, like heavy reps, but not a lot.
Well, on the extreme side, so if you do like a lot of max, like do 2-3 reps of like really heavy, will see less muscle tone because they're usually you'll see them doing workouts that don't use a lot of supporting muscles. They'll do bench or like very isolated exercises, other than I would say dead.
Where it only is like one.
Yeah, one muscle group. So that has some evidence to it. But what I recommend is just a standard, normal workout. That sounds boring, and people always want to be fancy, but usually the most standard workouts have the most effect.
Am I allowed to ask another question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so how much does diet play into exercise? Which one's more important? It's like, you can't really do it without the kitchen too, or whatever they're saying, man. So I didn't know.
Oh, that's very fair. Nutrition is more important than exercise. You're not going to obviously be super buff without going to the gym and working out. But think about it this way. If you don't have the building blocks to build a house, but you have the workers, I mean, you can build a very nice shack with like, a lot of workers, but you're not going to be able to build a mansion without the right materials.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You need the baseline.
You need the baseline every single day. Having a nutrition regimen is way harder than going to the gym every day.
Right, because there's so much other stuff.
It's more complex, and it takes more. It takes willpower, definitely. All right, we had a nice discussion with my participant. We'll do one more exercise, and yeah. Participant number 2, Andrew again. So basically the opposite of the quad muscle group over there we did. These are her hamstrings, as he just showed. Now we got it. Very maneuverable. Basically another isolated exercise. But these are going to be your opposite. This is going to be your dorsal muscles, your hamstrings. Pretty easy. Set up around the ankles. Full extension, isolated, easy maneuverable. The same thing goes here. The only stress problems you may have are with any MCL, ACL, anything with the knee, really. But Andrew's all good there. How do you feel?
Really nice contraction in the hamstrings and a really strong stretch at the peak of the movement.
Well, that's about it. Thank you very much.